It's that time again. I have a lot of worms for some hungry tarantulas. We will start off with our very hair flicky Acanthoscurria geniculata. I'm pretty certain that this one will have a major attitude when it gets to be older. Yes, that's dinner. There you go. Looking good. Yeah, she started flicking hairs at me when I was filling up the water dish. Yep, tarantulas just don't like to be disturbed, even if it's for their own good. They don't realize it. Awesome. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Here's my Aphonopama simani. Doing really well. Every time I do these feeding videos, my nose is itching practically throughout the whole ordeal. Even though I may have a tea that does not flick hairs on me, they're still in the enclosure. And so all I have to do is open up the enclosure and just breathe those hairs in that's in the substrate, and my nose starts itching. And I'm sure part of it's dust. It gets dusty in here. Because this is the room I'm in now is kind of considered our junk room, so I've decided to leave the teas in my junk room instead of in a more public room, because I have many friends who do not like spiders, and I don't want to scare my friends, so I decided to just leave them here in this spare room here instead of in a room where I would host guests. Well, did you get it or not? Well, your fangs are out, but you're not grabbing it. I saw that fang. Ooh. Not interested, huh? You just more defensive right now? Well, we'll leave it in there and you can get it later. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Here's my Nandu carapenensis. What, are you not interested either? That's alright. Now, I don't mind showing the teas that don't eat, because, you know, we can at least call it a feeding / update. I know most of you probably prefer to see them eat, but when I watch tea videos, I like to see them whether they're eating or not. Alright, well, this one's clearly not interested. We'll move on to the next one. Here's my Haplopama longipes, hiding in the burrow. And of course, it was out in the open until I opened the enclosure and put water in the container. Do you not want that? Huh? Did you get it? I think so. Yep. I believe. Good for you. Sorry I didn't get much of a look, but you'll see this one better in the last video that was done 2 or 3 weeks back. I guess for now we'll have to settle for a leg, huh? Alright, let's move on to the next one. Here's my Haplopama lividum. Gorgeous girl that she is. Let's see if she's hungry today. I guess that's a yes. She's beautiful. Definitely a tarantula that commands respect. Because if they bite, you're going to be hurting for a few days. Oh yeah, she's so beautiful. Camera does her no justice. She's a gorgeous girl. Alright, how about we let you eat in peace? We'll move on to the next one. Here's my male Brachypoma smithii, my larger of the two that I own. Hopefully my baby will end up being a female. This is one of my favorite species of tarantula, so I would much prefer a female because they live longer. But we'll take what we can get. You were ready for that, weren't you? You like that? Isn't he gorgeous? Look at that. Very popular tarantula in the hobby. Cool. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Let him eat. Look at that. Ready, aim, fire mode. This is my Lasiodora parahabana, very hair flicky. And also very hungry. Good for you. This is a suspect female. I do indeed hope that my observation was correct with that last molt, although the molt was destroyed too much for me to be able to tell 100%. But yeah, this is a feisty one. Very skittish. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Here's my female Acanthoscurria chacoana. They look kind of similar to the bee vagans. But this one definitely eats like an Acanthoscurria. Yep, she's definitely skittish. She'll flick hair, she'll get in a threat posture if you mess around with her. So I try not to annoy her. I like to see my teas get in threat postures because I think it's cute, but I try not to do that very often because I don't want to stress them out. But I do like to see it every now and then and do it for educational purposes. But I want her to enjoy her meal, so I'll let her go. Alright, next. Here's another major hair flicker. This is my Thrixopalma ocherty. Definitely in a very skittish mood today. Yeah. See, well, her threat posture, now look at that. See that? They raise their butts up in there just like that when they feel threatened. That's what they do. It's quite comical. Yep. They kind of like move in a stealth-like way, and then they move quickly, and then they throw their butts up in the air and flick hairs. Well, I guess this one wasn't hungry today. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Out of all of my tarantulas, this is probably the one that I give the most respect to because of its speed and the potency of the venom. This is my Poecilotheria striata. Couldn't tell if she was just being defensive or see, did she get that? I can't tell if she got. What is she doing under there? She's like upside down. I don't know if she got one of the worms or not. Anyway, she didn't want to tongue feed today. Sometimes she's willing to tongue feed and sometimes she isn't. Depends on her mood. Yeah, okay, well, she's skittish today. So, alright, we'll move on to the next one. Here's my Brachypalma vagans. Right there. Doing very well. Let's see if I can balance this flashlight and this camera at the same time and see if she wants to eat. She has been denying food lately, so I'm wondering if she's in pre-molt. I can't see how her abdomen looks well enough. Has been a while, but and she seems quite docile when she normally isn't. So she might be due for a molt. Yeah, we'll take the worm out. She's been denying food lately, so could be why she might be in pre-molt. I just can't tell from here. Alright, we'll go on to the next one. Here's my Tarantulas murinus. Right there. Beautiful orange tarantula, who apparently doesn't like the light. Let's see if she'll eat. I heard a crunch. Yep, she got it. She's a big girl. She's full grown. Believe it or not, she was the second tarantula I got. Probably wasn't a wise choice on my part, but hadn't been bitten yet, so I guess I'm doing alright. Alright, we'll let her eat next. Here's my Tarantulas brachycephalus. She is surprisingly been out in the open a lot here lately, which is unusual for her. She usually likes to stay burrowed in her cave there, but not here lately. So I don't know what's going on. She's molted for me one time, but it has been a while. Okay, honey, I'm going to put some water in here, and that might make you mad. But you gotta have water. So. Well, at least you got a quick glimpse of her. Anyway. I'm sorry, sweetie, but you needed your water. Would you like a worm? How about a worm? No? That's very interesting. She's been doing a lot of remodeling. You see that stone up there? I didn't put it there. She did. I had my stones in here, in her water dish. She moved it up there. I wish I could have seen her carrying that around. That would have been awfully cute. But apparently she's not interested in eating. But at least we got a good view of her. She didn't try to bite me, so that's always a good sign. Alright, we'll move on to the next one.